Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Joe, the Lego guy, and today I'll just be bringing you a quick review of the 75953 Lego Harry Potter Hogwarts Whomping Willow set. The set does have 753 pieces and retails in the United States for about $70. So let's get into it. All right, everyone. So here is the whole set built in all of its semi-Hogwarts glory, as this is a connector set or a connection piece to the primary Hogwarts castle, which they also released this past wave, which I will be doing a review on at some point in the near future, although that one's very difficult to fit into the minor frame that I have here. So if we can start with the Whomping Willow here, I do like the build of this in general. I mean, it's okay. It's adequate. It's not the best version that I have ever seen. There are some very creative mocks out there, but I think Lego did a fairly good job. I do like how you can articulate each individual branch as well to move. It's on one of these ball joints here, so you're able to move it really however you want, as well as the pieces up top. They can turn, and each individual branch can as well. So you can kind of have it rotating however you see fit, and you can actually also put the famous Mr. Weasley's flying car into it, and kind of have the branches grab onto it, just as it did in the movie. And I do really like that, although it does tend to spin on its own, depending on where gravity pulls it. But that being said, let's move that out of the way real quick and move on to the car. The car was actually a very fun build, and a very unique one too. They packed in a lot of stuff in this tiny little car. I like the little arch on the front there, and then the top comes off very easily, so you can put the minifigures into it. So you can fit one or two depending on how large the figures are, and whether or not they have the short legs, which is the figures that are intended to go in there. And one of the last things, you can also open and close each individual door. You've got your rear view mirrors here, but I do like the back end of it will actually open and reveal some legitimate Lego suitcases that you can put in there. It can hold two of them, although apparently one of them does like to get stuck. There it is. So yeah, that can just open and close. You have easy access for minifigures. The doors open and close, and it's very sturdy too. I actually accidentally dropped this thing from about 5 feet up, and the only thing that fell off was one of these, and that's only because it was clipped up on the top and just kind of fell off as it hit the ground. So let's move away from those onto the actual set. So here it is, the small portion of Hogwarts that you get in this set. And again, you can get the whole Hogwarts set, which is fantastic, and I would absolutely recommend picking up if you do get the chance. I've actually seen it on quite a good sale recently. I found them for as low as about $80 on sale from 100, which is really not a bad deal at all. So that is to get it out of the way to make way for the second wave of Harry Potter sets. And I hope they do more stuff like this, that they have more add-ons to the initial set that they released last year. That would be phenomenal. So the first thing about this, the archway. I do like the build of that. I mean, it's very nice. It's got your little 2 tire treads here, although I wish they would have put something in the middle. Having all those studs showing is not pleasant all of the time. as well as you do have a lot of different pieces symbolizing rocks and greens, foliage, stuff of that nature. This set does have quite a few stickers, which is not inherently a bad thing. It's not nearly as bad as some of them that I've seen. If you've picked up some of the smaller sets, the collectible cars or anything like that, they'll have upwards of 20 to 30 stickers in a $12 or $13 set, which is absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. It would have been nice to get some printed parts. So if we go ahead and turn it around, the first part that I will start with is going to be this one right here. You've got a little kind of desk, little workstation. I do like the fact that they included some nice little photos on the wall. And they do that quite frequently throughout this Harry Potter series, which is very enjoyable, and good job, Lego. Good attention to detail. So beyond that, we're looking at just a desk with a lantern, a quill, a book about riding your broom, I suppose, and then a newspaper clipping that talks about the boy who lived, or Harry Potter, and then you've got a couple of small tools, a hatchet, and then this small blacksmith hammer here. So let's move this a bit, and we'll start with the bottom section here. Now, the bottom section is more of a storage room, a storage unit for potions, as it seems. This is actually the second cup that we're looking at just in this small amount of time, as well as the photo in the background, which is nice, and the frog. I'm glad to see they brought that piece back. It's actually quite nice. So looking up one level, we're looking at a fair and, albeit very small, adaptation of the Gryffindor common room. So really all it is 2 beds, 1 candle, and that sticker, which is nice. And they've got the 2 windows, which is not bad as well. You can put the minifigures on here. It looks quite nice for when they need to go to sleep, I suppose. So moving up to the 3rd level here, which I'm actually glad they included this, even though it's behind this large spire piece. It's a very small adaptation of the owlry. So where you would send owls instead of carrier pigeons to send notes, letters, and sometimes, I suppose, presents, broomsticks, a potion or 2, fly them a car, or a new Mercedes would be fantastic, actually. But it does have the quill, the paper, and the owl on his little stand thing. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. If any of you have seen Infinity War, I hope you get that reference. So the last part that we're going to look at here, I mean, it does have the little walkway beside the bedroom, but it's going to be the actual potions classroom, which I very much like. They put a lot of stuff in this tiny little room. You've got your crystal here, your lanterns on the wall, the photos in their frames on each side, and then a lot of different kind of potion stuff, vials, chalices, and whatnot. I also like the inclusion of not 1 but 2 cauldrons, another lantern, which we've seen several hundred thousands of those in this Harry Potter wave. So let's move this back around real quick, and then we will get on to the minifigures. So here are the minifigures. There are a total of 6 of them, and let's start with Harry Potter. So Harry has a very nice printing on the front and back of his jacket, and I'm glad to see it's a different jacket when he's in his normal Muggle clothes. 2 of the 3 sets that have it have the same jacket and legs. So you've got this scared, albeit a bit funny, scared face on the front, and a regular normal, happy face that actually does look quite a bit like Daniel Radcliffe when he was younger. And I do like the scar printing there. It has that on both versions of his face. So moving on to Ron Weasley. Again, he has a scared face, albeit again, fairly funny. But nice torso assembly, good printing, and then the other face, again, is just happy. All right, let's take a look at the next two. The next two I will kind of look at together because they both have the exact same outfit. It's your standard Hogwarts outfit. And here is Hermione Granger, and I do really like this hairpiece for her. It's very, very good. Good job, Lego. So you've got her happy face, and if you flip it around, a scared face, but not quite as funny as Harry and Ron's. So again, same exact outfit for Seamus Finnegan, and I'm glad they brought him into this set. They have not done that before, as far as I'm aware. So he's just normal, happy Hogwarts student on this side. Turn his hair around, and he is upset, most likely because not a lot of people know who he is, quite honestly. So we'll put that back and move on to my favorite two. So I would have to say my favorite minifigure of the whole set has to be Filch. Very, very nicely done. We'll take his lantern off. That's just used to scare the kids. But he does have a very nice head printing and torso and legs assembly printing. He's got his keys there, as well as just all the different shades, all the different colors. Very, very nice job. Decent back printing too. But I really like his head mold with the thinning top of the hair. And if you take that off, his mean face turns into a second mean face. He's very bitter. He does not like anything except for his cat, I suppose. The last minifigure we're taking a look at is Severus Snape. I think they've kind of perfected him almost at this point. They've done a very nice job. They've done many iterations of him in the past. But nice robes printing, good hair, good face for him. And if you flip, again, his mean face around, you get an even meaner face that, quite honestly, looks a bit like Kylo Ren from Star Wars. But I think that is just about all for the minifigures. Let's take a look again at the whole set. All right, so here we have it, the entire set. As a final verdict, would I buy this set again? If I didn't have the first one, yes. If I did, no, I would not buy a second one, as there's not much purpose. It does serve its purpose very well with the normal stuff that it is going through as the extension to the actual Hogwarts set. But that being said, if you have not had a chance to pick one up, absolutely go ahead and do so, just to add on to your collection. It does look very nice. It really, really does. But again, if you have any specific reviews you'd like to see, or outlandish videos you would like to hear me talk about, go ahead and let me know. Please leave a thumbs up or just leave a comment letting me know your thoughts and your opinions on the first and soon to be the second Lego Harry Potter wave of this 2018 and 2019. So until then, you have a nice day.